5 more poets are about that much. And then our feature performer, everyone say feature. Kyla Janae Lacey coming up right afterwards. All right. So I'm going to tell you who's on deck. Then I'm going to call up the next poet to the mic. So if you're on deck, you're not up yet, but you're one away. All right. So on deck, I got Brittany. Next up, coming to the mic. Y'all put your hands together for Sarah Tony.
Like a light, hey, like a light, hey, like a light, hey, slept through the flight, hey, not for the night, hey, 767, man, this shit got double bedroom, man, I still got scores to settle, man, I crept down the block, made a right.
This poem is after Sleeveless. Poet's extended metaphor describing past trauma receives a solid 30 score. Person's outreach to loved ones about current struggles receives a solid 0 responses. Poet steps onto the stage, echoes her deepest feelings into the mic, and is told she ate and left no crumbs. Person steps out of her comfort zone, echoes her deepest feelings into the world, and is left starving for a listening ear. Poet commands a storm of similes and metaphors onto the audience, drizzling her pain onto those in the splash zone to where they can weather the weather without getting drenched, of course, resulting in a standing ovation. Person is told to remove the dark cloud from over her head, quit raining on everyone's parade, and have several seats. As poets, everyone wants to hear our trauma, but as people, no one wants to hear our trauma. Now, don't get me wrong, being serotonin is pretty dope. I mean, it did get me onto the big stage. But though they warned me, until recently, I did not realize the closer you climb to the top of the mountain, less and less loved ones elevate with you. We trade heart to hearts for listening ears. We are given the recipe for preparing and presenting our pain on a platter in a way others can stomach to assure we don't bug anyone. Every time we try to talk about it, we are told to write about it, which is starting to sound like pray about it. Sounds like don't think about it. Sounds like just get over it. Sounds like until your pain can be unveiled as a work of art, you keep that shit behind the curtains where it belongs. They dismiss our art mediums until we turn them into something larger than life while keeping ourselves small. They will tell us, don't let these feelings cover your whole canvas. They will fade just as quickly as watercolors, but I don't know, y'all. Sometimes the loneliness of a poet's life feels as potent and permanent as tempera paint because we build the poet up when they're feeling down, but we leave the person on red when they're feeling blue. Y'all, we watched a poet slowly pass away on stage, telling us, I need to ask for help, but similarly, I can't do this without my similes. He practically begged us to step up and give him a hand, but instead we just stood up to give him a hand. And though his words rage on, a beautiful soul left this earth with just the snap of a finger. From the snaps and claps I have received tonight, it is evident that we all have so many shared experiences. So why aren't we sharing our experiences? It is so easy to feel lonely in crowded venues, no matter how many times we say, I see you, poet, I love you, poet, but maybe it's hard for us to give and receive real love because we don't even address each other by our real names. So maybe it's time we revamp how we show the poet some love. What if we traded the snapping of the fingers for the tappings of the keyboard and actually checked in with each other? What if we traded the clapping of the hands for the arms stretched open wide, ready to catch each other when we fall? What if we traded the jingling of the keys for the turning of the lock and really let each other in? Let us drop these masks the way we drop these mics and finally really hear each other with the mic on mute but the heart on high volume. Let us love these poets through the rough drafts and not just at their final copy, so more of us don't become chalk outlines, because we may tread this trail of top-tier talent together. Despite our desire to demonstrate our endowments amongst our designated disciples, primarily we are people prior to poets, and it is about damn time that we start seeing and treating each other as such after Sleeveless.
Yo, that's why we call her serotonin. On deck. I got Calvin Williams. Next up, coming to the stage. Y'all put your hands together for Brittany. Y'all better clap for Brittany all the way to the stage.
can't strike like I'm not gonna work. Strike. You know that shit on real when you heard it. You know that guy ain't sip on drink till it's early again. All this will take a shit.
All right, hello, lovely people. How y'all doing tonight? Thank you. All right, this one is called Morning Inspiration. I wrote this while I was in the shower in the morning. Okay. I don't want to hustle and grind till I'm 65, but I want to walk in my purpose my whole life. It's hustle, paper chaser, but at what cost? My physical labor is free my soul, it's free my mind. It's every day I'm so aligned. It's enlightened, aligned, direct from divine. As I continue to seek, the more I find. It's walking in greatness, purpose, and patience. It's multiplied abundance, generational substance. It's being happy with me, because in all ways I'm free. That's the type of time I'm on. Everything else can just be gone. Love and light, y'all.
Y'all give it up for Brittany. Y'all give it up for rhyme poems in the shower. How do you even do that? You take like your phone in there? Do you write in the steam? Is there like a whiteboard? How do you do it, Kane? Huh? Lil Wayne style? How's Lil Wayne write poems in the shower? Just in his head? Brittany, how do you do it? Do you write down or how does it work? Oh, damn. For memorizing that shit is you write it. All right, on deck, we got Stan. But next up, come to Mike. We're going to put our hands together for Calvin Williams.
All I can think about was you, cause when I went to sleep last night, all I can think about was you.
Well, I want to say a couple of things first. This is my first time at the mic, so this is... Oh, okay. This is new shit. How many women know that guys hurt? No show of hands, so I am a helpless romantic. I've been hurt. So, okay. The title of my poem is I Think About Us. In the stillness of the night, my mind takes flight. Thoughts of you fill me with delight. Every memory we've shared, every moment we've had, they echo through my mind, making me both happy and sad. I close my eyes and I see your smile. The way you held my hand made it all worthwhile. But now you're gone and I'm here all alone. I can't help but wonder, where has our love gone? I think about us, the love we used to share, the laughter, the joy, and the moments we dared. I think about us, the way we used to be. Oh, I miss you, babe, can't you see? The scent of your perfume still lingers in the air. I can feel your presence, though you're no longer there. Our promises and dreams are like leaves in the wind, though I know our love has come to its end. Was it something I said, something I didn't do? Tell me, babe, because I have no clue. I'm haunted by our love's demise. Is there anything I can do to mend our ties? I think about us, the love we used to share, the laughter, the joy, and the moments we used to dare. I think about us, the way we used to be. Oh, I miss you so much, can't you see? As the days turn into nights and the stars above shine, I hope we'll find our way back and you will be mine. Until then, I keep holding on to my trust, holding on to the memories of the love that was once us. I'm thinking about us, babe. I'm thinking about us. I'm thinking about us.
I'm officially missing you. Can't nobody do it like
Y'all give it up for Calvin. Yo, I just wanna address the toxic ass masculinity in this room. Not one of us dudes has been hurt or gets hurt. That's crazy. Ever, huh? He asked the ladies. Oh, okay. It was like an outcast. Yeah. Okay. My bad. Ladies, y'all don't think guys get hurt? We'll like live through it. Why are y'all smiling at that? All right, that's okay. We're not gonna go there tonight. We're not gonna go there. No. On deck. I got Troy LaCroix. Next up, coming to the stage. Y'all put your hands together for Stan.
I chunk up the deuce for the south and the north. Boys talking down and boys wanna hate. I chunk up the deuce.
I don't know, Rock'em Life Brand LLC. I'm a whole vibe. You know, tonight I'm gonna talk to y'all from the pavement. Is that all right? I can talk to y'all from the streets. All right. It all started off with a phone call. What's up? What's happening, bro? You know that you late. It ain't no wait time when it's time to hit my line. You know, we needed to touch bases. Go over the basics just one more time, you know, just to make our ship kind of align. More than that, this thing of ours is perpetual, so your moves got to be right on time. So things run smooth and everything seems like they fall in line. Motherfuckers be hard-headed. I say this time after time. So when it's game time, don't trip about the backpack in the back of the trunk. When leaders need leading, I rise and set like the sun. The package been split and separated by ones, then wrapped in that one green plastic. On the road tomorrow, I know it make you nervous, but speed if you have to just to keep with traffic. You know, bro, on the other end, giving the streets havoc, and we make it through the city and back to the spots, we gon' have it. And if it's shipwreck, it's the same story, we ain't have it. To be aware is to be alive. That's why I'm a creature of habit. Even I've been by the block even when it's on pause and I ain't working. Tuesday nights, I gotta pick up grandma. She's out churching. Even on pause, my life on fast forward and rewind all at the same time. I get another call and said, Brenda's place is the only one that's near. I responded, it's a little out the way, but fuck it, I'm right here. I move with a blend so cold, it's like to others I just appeared. I slide on side streets, back alleys, and if we cool, I pull up at the back door. And if you walking, yeah, meet me right there on the back side of the store. I pull up at Brenda's house because I know what's happening out there. And if she in them tights, yeah, she bad acting out there. Yeah, rubber bands, I like to stack them out there, but don't forget, part of the operation is legit. So the janitor service I hit, the commercial buildings really get clean. Yeah, if you don't understand what I mean, I spend time working in my washing machine. Yeah, so I can step out, pop tags real clean, and you know, big blow football size bags of green. The next time my phone ring, I say, yeah, man, it's elevation time and I'm starting my thing. Brother, you're in our society, what the fuck do you mean? I'm packaging up human intellectual capital so some things can actually actualize. Plus, I realize that America likes comebacks and they fuck with guys that stories derive right there in the trenches and not defined by silver linings and sunny blue skies. The ideas and operations originated and thrive right there in garages and basements, not by throwing a reefer party in some high rise. Yeah, you got to respect the ones that still had the brains and tenacity to capitalize. A leader is a leader no matter the capacity that they're in. The only thing that makes a leader is the characteristics they embody and the body they're in.
We got the key to the streets, man. We got the key to the street, yeah.
Y'all give it up for Stan.
We got the key to the street.
Give it up for leaders.
We got key, we got key, we got key.
All right, y'all, I got one more part before we get to our feature presentation. Put your hands together for Troy LaCroix.
Desire to believe when I say
I want it that hard way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want. Why you gotta play Backstreet for Troy?
Yeah.
God damn.
Wait a second.
Song still hits though. So
All right, this is my second time here, so yeah. Second poem. All right. Hold on. Wait. Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right. One second. I gotta find it. I lost it. Okay. Fuck boys and fuck girls. There's a small difference. One's got chains and the other's got pearls. Endless and pointless arguments transmitted the deets about who's right and who's wrong and who kept receipts. There's no point in the sex if the sex is meaningless. Luscious breasts and firm pecs are the objects deceiving us. New dating scene is a casual hookup. Mama said you'll find the one, just keep looking up. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of sex, I take a look at these girls and realize there's no one left. I get a call from my ex, says something has changed, then hangs up for a flex. Man, that bitch is deranged. Fuck boys and fuck girls, there's a new addition. She could be the one to become the new mission. Me here, me there, let's talk about dreams, to forget about nightmares of all things or grand schemes. Fuck here, fuck there, it's all talk and no listen. Probably shouldn't wear glasses while the rose lens glistens. Fucked where? Fucked who? Rumors spread fast. Fucked why not? Fucked who? Late bloomer doesn't last. That shit's personal, don't mention a word. That shit's in their journal. Cut ties with Little Bird. He said, she said that she wanna pounce. He said that he wanna bounce. Fuck boys and fuck girls, divided we stand. Too prideful to sit down, too stuck up to understand. From both sides, names are called. It's a war in this bitch. More drama than Saul, more trauma than Stitch. All pain, no gain, no progression from aggressors. All shame and flames, all aggression from aggressors. Storm before the dove, she negotiates about who she really loves and who she really hates. Brick walls and firewalls built after this mess. New gold brick that she calls, new cause to wear that dress. Relax and sit back, it's a peace treaty. To the max, that shit's whack. I'm not yours, don't call me sweetie. Fuck boys and fuck girls, multiplying the earth, ignoring the culture and be shocked by the birth. Don't believe in the present because they forgot to wrap up. Don't believe in the past because they didn't back up. Didn't think of the future, just believed in good luck. Damn, that's a bad structure. That's a mad clusterfuck. Rolling with the punches, bit off more than you could chew. Looking for where the lunch is, not easy as 432. Monthly subscription, you're the Patreons. Missing the friction and the high you were on. Hit a new low, in with the old. Shit you knew though, build the household. Fuck boys and fuck girls, exponentially expanded. Smile for the camera, that's exponentially candid. His story repeats because of ignorant bliss, lie in the sheets for that different kiss. Rest on a feather, conversate about nothing, like what's the best weather or why are you late for something? It's all fun and games, but a game without rules is like things without names or education without schools. Put on those pants, slip on that skirt, talk about the next plans, steal an oversized shirt. Hop on your cars, stick in those keys, go your separate ways. They wish they'll meet again, bitch please. Fuck boys and fuck girls, parenthetical thoughts and insecurity, ducking all the needed shots, that's medical immaturity. Needing insurance, that's not a walk on the beach. Pleading a chance, one of the only things your mentors teach. Spend your dollars on BBL, because plastic beach is back in. BBL is causing your baby hell. It stands for broke boy lacking. Complicated, not simple. Stuck because you're both compatible. Don't be hasty with needles. Turn off the hot kettle. Don't be both trapped in a bubble. This is a vicious cycle. Therapist on the table. Hit pause in the cable. They say your body's a temple. Just ask Andy Serkis. He acted like a clown, but fuck boys and fuck girls, your body's a whole damn circus.
Tell a hater I said.
That was Troy. Can we make some noise for fuck boys and fuck girls? God damn, Troy giving y'all some language against us. We're about to be called, what was it, broke? What is it, BBLs? Broke boys lacking. That's what he giving them the language. All right, y'all. I lied. I got one more poet before our feature. It was actually his birthday yesterday. He's our videographer every night. On the count three, everyone say happy birthday. We're going to welcome to the mic. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Y'all put your hands together for Zach Blunt.
I'm looking good when I'm hopping out that truck.
Now on the road. Sexy Red, tell me happy birthday, bro. I love her. I don't even like ghetto women, but I love her. It's a crazy thing to say. How y'all doing? Ski. Yo. She's great, bro. Okay, yeah, I didn't sign up on this list, y'all. So I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing right now. Thank y'all for wishing me happy birthday. I appreciate y'all. Let's do this poem. I want to love you like a love poem. A good one. The kind that stays on the tongue like gum. 5, cobalt, minty, fresh to the taste. I want to taste your tongue. I want your words to say what they want to say and not what you think I want to hear. I want to hear your opinions. Not always agree with them, but respect how you've come to your conclusions. I want to come to the conclusion that destiny did the damn thing when it made me meet you. I want to meet you again and again for the first time, so this feeling never fleets. I want to know where we stand. Mystery is magic, but consensus is a kindness that can only be grasped through clear communication. I want to communicate like crystal. Like something to be valued, like your input is important. So tell me what is wrong and tell me what is right and tell me how to make you come. Can we come to a consensus? I want to come to a consensus. I want to kiss your neck, move my lips down your back, wrap my arms around your waist, pull you into my embrace. I want you to feel how good you make me feel. I want to fill a glass of water. Place it onto the nightstand next to your bed because dehydration is the only thing that'll fuck you better than I do. I wanna take care of you the way I know you are capable of taking care of yourself. I want to be the one you wish to wake up with while knowing this is not always an option. I want to have options and still choose you. I want you to have options and still choose me. I want us to have options and still choose each other. And if this shit don't work out, go our separate ways and be whoever we wish to see. I want this love to feel like freedom and not forced labor. I want the labors of this love to bloom like spring, to keep its color like a name brand buy. I want to be sold on the sound of your voice entering into every room. I want to love you like a love poem, a good one. The kind that stays on the tongue like gum.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the
Y'all give it up for Zach Blunt. Can we give it up for options?
very, very extraordinary.
I'm going to say one kind thing about this microphone about Zach. Y'all, Zach does so much for this community. He's been on our Poetry Slam team for 4 years. He helped bring Houston its first ever team Poetry Slam championship nationally this year. And he films this show every single week. So because of Zach, poets from right here in Houston have reached tens of millions of viewers all around the world. So let's give it up for Zach one more time. All right, that's enough of nice things for Zach. We're at our featured presentation. Can everyone say feature? Say feature. So our featured poet goes by the name Kyla Janae Lacey. She probably goes by it because her mama gave it to her. So what things can I tell you about Kyla? Kyla is my poetry bestie. So I get really, really excited when my talented besties come from all over the nation to share poems on this microphone. She is the mom to 3 children, Kit, Caboodle, and Baby Cat. That's right. Yeah, they're cats, not real people. All right. But she treats them better than real people. She's 25% neighbor, 75% hood. And she's performed poems on this mic that have reached tens of millions of viewers across the world. Viewers right here at Avant-Garde on this mic right about now. We're building energy, we're showing love. We're building energy, we're showing love. All the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all put your hands together for Kyla Janae Lacey.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now. Blew me to places I've never been. Till you put me down. Oh, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now. Blew me to places I've never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. No apologies, he'll never see you cry. Pretends he doesn't know that he's the reason why you're drowning, you're drowning, you're drowning. Now I heard you moved on from whispers on the street. A new notch in your belt is all I'll ever be.
I should know that song. I should have known it. I should have known it. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? I'm old now, so I gotta sit down. My back be hurting and shit, so and it kind of keeps me centered a little bit from falling off the stage. All right, so I kind of know the poems. What we reading tonight? We reading because I want to present some new shit to you. If that's all right. Yeah, it's gonna be very sad though. Don't you worry. Pro Black and Sad. That's my brand. Oh, shout out to my shoes. These are I'm on my near Jordans. They not sponsoring this event, but they did give me shoes for free for doing poems. Okay. They send them to me all the time. Thanks, you guys. Don't stop. All right. Hold on. Let me. All right. So yeah. I grew up in Central Florida. It's cool. It's hot. And it's an open carry state, just like Texas. And so I was like driving, and I had seen this guy with this big ass, Second Amendment thing, and then like a cross on this decal of his car, and this poem came out of it. They love Jesus almost as much as they love guns. Love to make a Father, Son, a Holy Ghost with just the movement of one hand. Like a martyr, arms stretched out like crosses that burned in yards, holes in hands from bullets that don't discriminate, but do. A crown adorned with thorns and sharp piercing like needles to the skull. It feels funny, pledging allegiance to a flag for a country that thinks ally is a bad word and trusting in a God that condones violence. A nation with the savior complex as big as the problems it has caused others, a young mother cradles her baby that the world turned its back on while praying and being predator in his name. So pious you'd have sworn they could recognize one of God's children when they saw him, blue-eyed savior, born amongst a sea of brown, little black boy, floating in a sea of red, even boys with just a sweet tooth, as their greatest infraction cannot be saved, they'll surely be rotten eventually. They make black boys memories, but never martyrs. And all it takes is 12 men to wash away the sins of one man who tried to play God. Somewhere out there, there's a mother praying over her son's body, wishing he would rise again. Thank you.
I grew up in Central Florida, like I said, and actually Trayvon Martin was murdered in Seminole County, which is where I grew up. So actually, even my childhood, one of my childhood's closest friends, and we're still very close to this day, was actually George Zimmerman's adjunct professor. So, and I was like, you was gonna tell me that you was one of the witnesses? And he was like, I couldn't tell you about it. It was like, but you were eating my mom's food the day before, so this is awkward. But anyway, yeah, that's how close it is. So, all right, another black ass poem. They probably not gonna have this one on the TikTokeries. They're not gonna have this one on the TikToks. I kind of did this one before, but I didn't. Okay. There must be something about the word nigga. How it seems to spice up an otherwise bland language. How it black peppers the tongue with excitement. How it has been wetting the European palate since house niggas were the ones doing the cooking. White boys live dangerously through the translation of asterisks. How thrilling it must be to be on both sides of the law. To be the marksman and the marked man. Even if just for 3/5 of a second. And one word, give or take a letter and a permission slip from your mixed homeboy. How reassuring it must feel to press your luck when the odds are already in your favor. They say nigga like they know somebody. Who knew somebody who was dragged behind a truck like an ER is dragged behind a first syllable that can change an expression with just the movement of the mouth. Because God forbid there be one thing off limits. To white teens who swear they aren't privileged, but who make posts with the express intent of them spreading and are shocked when they make brush fires out of their futures. Ain't it a privilege to have a future to burn? Ain't that just like a nigga? To be so wasteful and ungrateful. Music is the universal language. Got a way of making white kids say the darndest things like white kids weren't saying the darndest things before niggas even got radio play. Because where is that energy for Mark Twain classics and having teachers pretend they aren't fluent in the classic pronunciation outside of the classroom? Why is it acceptable to say when an old white man pens a paperback? Because if I can't say it, nobody should say it. Because God forbid them niggas steal from the stealers. Because God forbid they liberated language and took that nigga back. Because God forbid they took the most reviled thing and made it revered. Ain't that just like a nigga? To turn shit into sunshine, to turn wasteland into want. Everybody love that nigga. Everybody want to put that nigga on. But don't nobody want to be treated like a nigga. That's when they take that nigga off. That's when young white kids turn vowels into consonants and forget their AAVE in letters of recommendation, exchange A's for hard R's by their 35th birthdays, sing rap lyrics along with their beers at bars with the other junior execs in unbuttoned suits, get them some money and forget where they come from. Because that's what niggas do. Thank you. Yeah, we can't TikTok that. Sorry.
What do y'all think about Kyla Janae Lacey so far? Y'all, I want you to keep that same energy for the tip jar.
Yeah, feed my children.
She came here all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We want to make sure she has enough gas money to get there and come back and visit us again.
I took a plane this way.
I'm not a hippopotamus, so I'm going to put money in the tip jar. I'm going to pass it around. Kyla, do you have any merch for sale?
I do.
What do you have for sale?
I have some shirts.
How much are the shirts?
They're $25.
Only $25.
Yeah.
Awesome, y'all. We also have a virtual tip jar. Make sure to get her merch while it lasts. She's been on tour, so not much of it left. And then this is also a virtual tip jar if you would like to support the artist through virtual means. I'm gonna get off the mic and y'all give it up for Kyla.
Can I finish my 3 at least, and then maybe do some classics if we have time?
Keep going, yeah.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to the people, my mutes for Twitter. How y'all doing? Okay, y'all not here? Oh my God, it's a whole bunch of y'all. Okay, how y'all doing? I'll be cutting up on Twitter. Do not follow me over there. Do not follow me. I am a very mean person on that app. People be trying me, and I am not a motherfucking free sample. Try Jesus, not me, bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm here. My poor mother. She can't. She's given up. She's given up a while ago. So, I I'm a single lady. I'm a single lady. And I don't like to cook no more. I used to cook a lot. I used to, when I had a little boo thing, I was cooking all the time. I was, bloop, bloop, look at the flick of the wrist. I was in there. But I just felt like, it don't taste the same when ain't nobody else to cook for. So I wrote a little ditty about it, no shine. Little ditty, no shine. Okay. No love, but love. All right. Well, all right. See y'all later. Take care. You did a great job. I still haven't gotten greedy yet. I'm fulfilled with no sustenance. I've lied about the salt content, the past peppered with regrets. And time comes and seasons change, remembering the mess I've made. I still can't taste the nostalgia yet. The recipe, I haven't mastered it. I lick my lips at the experience, wondering where my taste went. My palate dulls since you left, and now I cook for just myself. The serving I've yet to perfect, a palate longing to reconnect. Like lips made for devouring and kissing, I realize what's gone from the recipe. It's you, the ingredient I am missing. Thank you. Come back home! Come back home! I miss you. Now I'm just playing because I know some of my hoes is watching. You're the only one. All right. I'm not gonna do Depression as a house. I'm gonna just do some more classics, but I'm gonna do this one real quick. All right, this is the one I really wanted to work on, but I don't really know it, so I'm not even gonna cheapen the experience. I'm gonna read it because poets should know how to read, and so should people on Twitter, but they don't. Okay. Somewhere out there, there's a patriot just as Newport as New England, waving a flag of treason right next to a flag it tried to tear in two. The division, like two opposing forces occupying the same arena, electrifying the sky. Every 4th of July, you can find him charring meat in celebration of his forefathers' independence. His great-grandpa had a thing for rotisserie, rope charred skin, pig skin. The gridiron holds heat like metal to a cop's hand. The more I stand for nothing, the more I fall for anything. Taking a knee shouldn't feel like an engagement of treason to good old boys who defend the Second Amendment like a child's life depended on it. Like their rights weren't to be trampled upon. Grass stains from bent knee in pursuit of big pig skin, and grass stains from bent knee in pursuits by pig skin are always more tolerated than grass stains from bent knee in the protest of them. They cheer for the boy who was faster than a speeding bullet. They cheer for the boy who was not. Helmets protect shots to the head, but turned off body cams don't run playbacks exactly the way they happen. He happened to have something in his hand and he tried to run. I walk around with my name and badge on my chest like a man who deserves respect. I walk around with his name like a badge on my back of a man I don't respect. It's funny how I view him as superhuman and not human at all. Once he steps outside of the stadium, I stop cheering for him. I tell him to go back to where he's from. I'm shocked when he doesn't want to stand for my country's anthem, like the third verse ain't a curse upon his skin in any key. Draft day, see big black bucks sold for big green ones to the highest bidder. They get bitter when you talk about bondage. Swear they threw you a better life like they were practicing scrimmages with you in your childhood 3 afternoons out of the week. He should be lucky to be here. Lucky that his ancestors endured acts so unspeakable, we want them erased from the history books. I'm not racist. My favorite football player is black. Running backs don't get that fast unless there was some buck breeding in the distant past. That boy sure can run. Just like his great-great-great-grandpappy. Comes from a family stock that has been making money on the fields since slave ships touched down. Thank you so much. I did all right, friend. I was working on that one for a while. I'm going to do some classics. Fuck it. Thank you so much. All right, this is a poem that went viral. I didn't make no money off of it. But some pro-black pages definitely did, so that's nice. Shout out to y'all bitches. They're like, yeah. I was like, you just gonna take my work? And they would like tag me in the caption and like watermark my shit. Like they were part of it. They put some like gray gradient and like some stupid music behind it that I didn't authorize it. So if you've seen that poem, here it is. There's actually a few pages that did it. So they think that somehow exposure is flattering, like people don't die from exposure outside in the elements all the time. So fuck you, pay me. The lexicons of the relationships that shape us like octagons never read stop and watch your inner circle. Who will pretend to be a bunch of squares only trying to box you in, they'll be untimely undoing in the end because laughter is always harder the farther it is from your face. And honesty was lost with the crayon box that told you that the only thing stopping you was your imagination, not your association. Guilty parties part with filthy hands parting, asking for forgiveness and forgiving another handout. Hands out of pockets are the most welcome, while hands across the face are the most received. These same hands covered my eyes trying to deceive me. Keep your friends close, but dispose of those who consort with your enemies. I loved real hard when I was hardly loved. It's my fault. I can't blame anyone for my bad taste. The bad taste in my mouth found out that I was laughed and talked about, but it's okay because I'm the one who put myself on display. Center stage so I could be aimed at. It's a shame that even when they hit me, they don't know they're doing themselves in, because friends are nothing without each other. These knees weren't used for praying nearly as much as they were holding and supporting these legs that would walk 1,000 miles for another. Guess that's why you've forsaken me. Feet blister, so I will mistakenly dare ask you to walk at least one in my shoes. I'd rather buy you a new pair. But you probably stare me in my eyes and kick me when I'm down with them. And now we are no longer down for each other. The scale of amicability when friends split vary as much as the lies are in it. So it's okay if you talk about me behind my back. Just tell the truth. Tell them all the things that I did for you. Tell them that positivity surrounded all of my actions and that negative ions and an eye on everything I tried to become. Take all your false charges, add them together, and we are still left polarized because you can't attract positivity with lies. Too bad you can't look me in my eyes when you stab me in the back. Because I loved you like a, no, we were better than that. Or at least I thought so. Or maybe I just thought slow or not at all, so it's wrong for me to call you thoughtless when really it's my fault this situation happened in the first place. And now I find myself trying to rebuke your fake public hugs and kisses, not the attempt of being hostile. It's just that Judas was my least favorite apostle. It's possible that one of us forgot that adage, don't bite the hand that feeds you. It's no wonder my hands have been so abused that the numbness makes them feel bouncy. I held you down and you held me under. They say the true scale of a friend is one who will stick around when situations get thick. Well, you got thin, became non-existent, and disappeared. But I should have held myself in higher esteem. See, just because you hang around the same people doesn't make them your peers. So it's my fault. I'm the one to blame for sometimes having bad taste in friends because, see, friends and foes start with the same letter. And they both can F you in the end. Thank you. I'll do the breakup, and then if anybody has a request, we'll do one. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do the breakup. I haven't done that one in a long time. Yeah, I haven't done that one in a long time. Fuck these niggas. What were we singing gospel in the car? Oh, ski. If you see me at the church, say what's up. Okay, let me stop. I'm already going to hell, so it's cool. I'm just enjoying the ride. Listen, says the person who prevents Charlie horses from cowgirls. Get it? You Charlie horse, cowgirl? Oh. You guys aren't fun in the bed. I asked this guy, somebody had told me that funny women are better in bed. So I asked a homeboy of mine, I was like, is that true? Like funny women are better in bed? And he was like, I don't know. I've never had sex with a funny woman. And we used to have sex, so it was awful. Oh, yeah, that hurt. That hurt. That was my fuck buddy. So it was very hurt that he had said that. Yeah. acknowledgement expected to correct 400 years of white transgression. It is crack versus cocaine. Blacks receiving almost 20% longer sentences for the same exact offenses, like, for instance, a black man without a record is less likely to get a job than a white felon. Well, maybe it's because we're lazy and we don't work hard enough. Like, what the fuck? 400 years in the same field literally is an incredible resume builder. It is Katrina answering the government's prayers of eugenics, Dick Cheney going fishing the next day, Condoleezza on a shopping spree, Bush in San Diego, but Kanye was the one you called crazy because, like, it only took the USA 2 days to get aid to Asia, but 5 for FEMA to get to Canal Street and Esplanade. It is the one black kid who beat the shit out of the odds, but only thanks to Michelle Pfeiffer, The White Shadow, and Sandra Bullock, so now we all can make it. It is the only time thousands of white people are cheering for the black kid to win is in a stadium. It is you looking at me crazy if I told you to go back to Europe, even though we didn't have a say and your great-grandparents came here voluntarily. It is you all of a sudden having a problem with immigration, like this isn't even your nation. How the hell do you discover some shit that wasn't even missing to begin with? You've Columbus our traditions. Had white girls twerking in high definition with multicolored hair and purple nails, but it was ghetto when I'm making you uncomfortable. Try a cramped slave ship. Oh, wait. Slavery is over now. It's just called the prison system. Because, like, you're not racist because you don't use the N-word, but y'all use niggas every day. What is white privilege? It is the acceptance of bombs over Baghdad, but not over Boston. It is European history being taught as a major and African as an elective. It is learning about people only 28 days. Like, I'm not black every fucking second as every white boy. Want to screw my brains out, not because I'm pretty, but because I'm pretty for a black girl. Is people thinking that Africa is one nation, is the waving of the Confederate flag like you didn't lose the battle and telling us to get over slavery. It is the justification of police brutality. Like, what did that person do? Well, I'm sure it doesn't hurt as much when the victim doesn't look like you. It is people thinking that affirmative action is an unfair advantage instead of keeping the qualified from being unfairly disadvantaged or throwing out a qualified applicant because their name sounded too African American as Newports. Imported into black communities, but black boys exported for weed. It is big plastic asses that are called fat when we naturally have them. It is an Australian woman, whose new classic of rap music is everyone who hears this poem dismisses all this truth I just spit as reverse racism. That is white privilege. Thank you so much. I'm making a quick note. My cash app is that's right, Kyla, like right as in one, WRITE, right. My Twitter is Kyla_Lacey because Kyla J. Lacey is no longer with us. But my Instagram is Kyla J. Lacey, KYLA, like Kyle, but instead of an E, a vagina on the end. And what else am I gonna say? Where my smokers at? My cigarette smokers. Okay. For now. Okay, so I say that to say, stop paying people to kill you. Thank you so much. I'm dead ass serious. Okay. Thank you so much, Houston. I love you. I fuck with you heavy because you fuck with me heavier. I'm always gonna come back. I'm gonna always be on the stage. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Baby, kiss me before they turn the
Y'all, give it up for Kyla Janae Lacey one more time. If y'all like that show, we'll be back again next week. We got a poetry open mic featuring Pace Poetry, hosted by Kanai. Before that, though, we got the 4th iteration of Bars Fest happening Tuesday. It's a head-to-head poetry collision. This one is all ladies, Tuesday at Rudyard's. If y'all ever want to know what shows we have coming up, wanpoetry.com/events.